Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade. Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
Oh, welcome to the Venso estate. As you just heard, the ancestor is trying to convince us of this being a good idea. I am unsure whether to trust his judgment, but we will see. First things first, we should have enough to exchange for a quick hero barracks upgrade, but we don't need it just now, given that we would have an occultist here. But I'd rather have a Vestal for the next heal, which means we still have time to look for the remaining deed. The blacksmith is fine. Nothing needed there just yet, though soon. And for the guild, we should be able to burn a few paintings for that. As for the abbey, it takes busts as before. Sanitarium also runs on busts. Since we have a few busts, I think we could just as
Curious
well
methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented
get
soul.
a few of them. We don't yet need more treatment ward slots, so that's enough for now. Oh, did you look at that? They restored their tower. The tavern runs on paintings, which we have plenty of. So let's
Strong
get
drink,
these
a
on
game
the
of
same
chance,
level.
and companionship. The rush of life.
If I'm not mistaken, it just grew a little bit. Well, I'm not complaining, The Nomad wagon can have more trinkets or cheaper trinkets, but we are currently not interested in doing business with the Nomad. As for the Survivalist, we are more than far enough on that. And when it comes to districts, it's not like we would have anything immediately available for ourselves. Granary looks interesting. It's 60 busts though. And yes, Granary would look like a fitting one. And Outsider's Bonfire looks funny, but no, not for now. Oh well. For
In
the
time,
Memoirs,
you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
we do have Trample Journal pages 1 and 2, Torn Journal pages 2 and 5, Darius Highwayman 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but we are missing the first. The Blackest of Fates, we are missing the conclusion of the story. So we should try to finish those quickly enough. Nonetheless, what were we aiming for this time around? What is it that we are looking for this week? I do not think Baron is the choice. What do we have here? Fleet Florin, Antiquarian only, more speed and more debuff skill chance, as well as fresh air in the tunnels. This is rubbish. Here we have Coven Signet, minus stress if has Crimson Curse. Could actually be worthy. But it's a long veteran mission and we are not that well geared because of the lack of deeds. It would give us lots of deeds, don't get me wrong with this, but I'm not sure heroes can handle that. Here we have deeds just as well. Deeds are good. And Brawler's Gloves, which are good. Yeah, I think we found our mission. We should be able to take a medium length one. I sure hope so. It would mean we have Reynold. Reynolds coming in with their overture box and health stone. Reynold needs a bit of a gear touch-up. Saloon, you are coming with us for a change. Yep, I'll have you on spot 3. We probably should get this stun skill for her instead of the negative dodge chance. Then it's Weld, so Lily should be a good pickup for this party. And finally, for the last spot standing, I do think it's a good pick to send out the good old Ross. This lineup reminds me of something, though that is not strictly a bad thing. So let's see, Reynold, yeah, you need armor. Lily, you have everything. Saloon, you need everything. And Ross needs armor, very well. So with that, I think it's time we provision this thing. We do not have anyone in dire need of stress relief. No, we don't. And thus, wasting heroes in town none, blood in town 13, yes, that is more than adequate. It's a bit on the long side of a mission, and it's a tougher one of a mission, so I'll have some extra food for them. 3 meals on the road and a feast should be good. Should be. I will be taking the risk in case it's not enough. Torches aplenty. We are going to the Weld. In the Weld, I quite recall what I was looking for. Well, I'll have 3 keys nonetheless. Couple of herbs. Couple of anti-venom, 1 more bandage. Yes, that should be it. Looks fine to me. So let's go.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Well, it's a straight path at the very least. So we'll not be returning once we've gone through. Well, let's see what you find, Lily. A trap. Well, you resisted it at the very least. And here's the first fight of our higher level dungeon. So this does bleed for 4, so if it bleeds, which actually isn't too likely. Well, let's go for it anyway. It will die. It bleeds, it is dead. I forgot to get you what I was talking about, but for the time being, things are looking just fine.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Now we'll see if Reynold can... No, absolutely cannot stun that, but maybe the sword slice will be enough. Yep. Enemy has been smitten to death. If all fights go like this,
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
everything
killer.
will be fine. If only. Did I just hear a secret room? Yeah, let's get this out of here.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
That is true. And there will be a room battle right there. A mummified corpse. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. A whole pile of cash. Well, don't mind if I do. And that's a trap. Disarm chances are not that good. We'll go with someone who can take it. His chances were the lowest, yet he does it. I do not
As the
mind
light
that
gains
at all.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Outlaws. As opposed to in-laws. Haha, very funny you. Well, I still don't enjoy seeing these faces, not after what happened on that one fateful, oh god, why nighttime ambush, but let's see if the tougher cousins can prove to be any worse of a challenge. Let's see, there's 70% dodge resistance, so it's probably for the better to just be striking them down. And that cutthroat should be down now.
Continue
And we
the
have
onslaught.
Fusilia down.
Destroy them.
So now all we need to do is take out the blood leather. Business that we should be
Gently.
able to
This is how a
handle.
life is taken.
Let's try for the stun, it never hurts. There we go. Rewarded. More punishment. A shame we don't have a mark for our sniper. Did they carry one themselves? No, they did not. Well, you cannot have everything. Are you sure you want to push Rain all the way from you? Because if he gets too far, he'll Holy Lance right back at ya. Let's see, you do not have stun resistance boosted, so let's go for it again. Chances were against us, but it was a fair attempt. So let's keep whittling down.
Prodigious size alone does
Let's not dissuade the sharpened blade. Thank you, Ancestor. I was just thinking if I happen to remember that correctly. So melee skills, lead skill and damage for melee skills. That's Incision, is it not? It's an uncommon, so might as well. Can't take the cash. For the time being, I think we've got enough cash, and I'm willing to sacrifice the bandages, so there we go. There's a battle in this here hallway. Hey, what now? Yes, ghouls, of course, those things. Hadn't seen them for a while, since, you know, lower difficulty levels and all. Probably should try and take the Gnashers down though.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch
But since
of
they're
battle.
protection and pretty high bleed resistance anyway, I'll be starting off with Lily on them. This would kill that guy, so let's go for of course. Naturally. What else? It's a 40% chance to stun. Or we could deal from 6 to 11 damage. I'll go for the damage. Stun chance is too low. Well, at least the additional rabbit rush wasn't too bad. Horror strikes. That's rather unpleasant, that is.
Bringing
ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
And that's a flying skull, though it misses quite admirably. So I could go for there, or I could shoot at the slavering ghoul. I'll be taking care of the target
Their formation
at
is
the
broken.
front.
Maintain the offensive.
Lily keeps doing Lily things, which is bleeding big guys with protection. Whereas Saloon, I might actually want you to light things up a bit. As accompanied by Reynold taking care of the Nasher.
Eradicated.
There, now we should have these things under control. Other than the rampant horror.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
The ghoul's dead now, so we can focus on recovery. That we can.
Soothed.
If Reynold has a turn, he can put out an inspiring cry to the... I don't know if getting him further away from Rapturous is a good idea, but... Well, he had the most stress, so we healed him for now.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a
Did
virtue.
I forget to bring shovels? Yes, I did. Well, a good thing we have one now. And a shame I have to leave so much money behind. Or do I? I don't necessarily have to.
The light,
Not greedy
the promise of
whatsoever.
safety.
Nope. Well, that's the horror dealt with. Let's get the default party order back online. Nothing supposedly here. And you found a trap. Resisted it, but found a trap. Well, since you like traps, I'm acing these 50-50s as compared to the other rolls I've been making about disarming things. Right. I think we should be taking that crone out. As well as that back row fellow. We've got healing, but we have much less in the form of stress healing. Confusion spores. Nasty business. Nasty out of business, that. So let's see if we can...
Confidence
Yep, that's
surges as the enemy
tenacious
crumbles.
crone down. And we should go for the stun, even though it's unlikely to succeed. If it does, it's a boon for us. You go flying back now, don't you? Let's see. Well, let's take your dodge away, if we are at it. And start punishing you. Arbalest takes the
fiend
shots,
falls,
Arbalest kills.
Faint hope blossoms.
No blight. And Holy Lands, onward we go. And now what we have is to kill this giant. This lumbering giant. Well, less dodge is rarely a bad thing. That is damage, I'll admit it. That stun's going to work out one day. could redeem, but nah, things are fine. Just fine.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Alright, maybe things are a bit less fine now. So first things first, let's make sure it's not a death's door.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
That much we do not need. No mortality debuffs, by the by. By loss of probability, we should be succeeding any minute now. Well, if it's not a death's door and he has no damage over time effects, he's good to go. Flagellants only get strong as they get hurt more. So if this doesn't stun him, I'm just switching to smite and yeah, loss of probability. Works when it does. Might as well drop a heal on them. Since next fight might have more attacks coming his way.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
So we have deeds here, and we are having deeds, thank you very much. Past that, I don't think there's any particular use. So nothing that we could outright take with us.
The match is struck. A
But I
blazing
don't want
star
to
is
leave these
born.
things behind, so I think I'll be leaving the herbs behind to pick up the crests. Do I leave the blood? We don't have that much need for the blood. We can pick up portraits or busts, not both. Portraits, I think I remember getting them has been harder as of late. And here as a curious, not interested particularly. Off we go. A grave that we are not digging up.
The sparkling eyes of youth,
Well,
twisted and made merciless.
hello. You like throwing secret bosses at me, don't you? Well, I'll indulge you for the time being. So out of these, we do not want highwaymen. So let's deal with the highwaymen. Too bad the damage is getting spread out. Yes, that should take care of that. It didn't. Just judgment kill possibly, but it's not high enough of a chance that I'd be trusting it. I'll go with nonetheless. Preemptive healing, best healing. That's a real nice collection you have there, mister. Yeah, now they're headhunting. But they're still in the range, now in range of everyone. Which is a positive thing. So what's that? Ow! 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 No! Stop! Let's try to take the highwayman out. Alright, you are at least you are not
Such a terrible
headhunting our
assault cannot
arbalest.
be left unanswered.
Who should now be taking a shot at the highwayman. Yep, Meanwhile, you heal up our flagellant, who, since he's still below 50, will next be... if I hit him now, that he won't fire off the collect call, but that's a game of chance. I'm good at games of chance, am I not? Let's go. I won the die roll to find this boss fight. I did not win the die roll to... make it a bit easier for myself. Oh, he's not doing collect call. Oh, that I can appreciate. Heal everyone! And go for the glory! It's damage dealing time! Still not... oh. I was already thinking things would be looking up in the world. But alas... let's try and start stacking some debuffs then. That's the next option we are taking. You better not crit the heal on yourself this time, alright. I can deal with this, I can deal with this. A bit more of a single person heal this time about. More headache. Yeah, that is most annoying. But if we put out enough damage and perhaps swap back to stunning a bit more. Ew, highwaymen. Got to get rid of those. Not yet dead, not yet dead.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Well, now there's a dead highwayman. Focus could have been on a better location, I will admit that. But we can deal with the Vestal for the time being. What we cannot really deal is the boss. Oh, that's got a little bit of healing there. We can work with that. Yeah, these headhunts, when empowered by Headstrong, they are what's the problem here. Let's see if we cannot... He's dead. Turn to punishing the boss. We are going to be hauling home a lot of puzzling trapezohedrons this way.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
No Headstrong with headache. Headache is what's... well, the headache here. So what we can keep on doing is healing the party, and now whenever it's the Crusader we can try to go for the stun on the Collector, since what the Collector does is the biggest problem here. Them healing 14 HP per round is them simply healing 14 HP per round, which is insignificant considering they take 8 of it naturally. And then more from the attacks of our valiant adventurers. Now we are smiting.
And power.
Collect call. Who's coming out today? A highwayman. Let's see, 4 damage. No, cannot make them die to bleeding alone, so we'll have to go for that target. But we can try and headstrong. We can still try to weaken them just so that the bleed might be bad enough. Let's high roll this. Lowest roll possible. They dodged. So you are guarding, are you? A headhunt of mere 7 damage. We can deal with that. Now, kill them, please.
As
and
the
thank
ghoulish
you.
collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Whereas you need to get at the man-at-arms since they are guarding someone. And you might just as well drop a judgment on the man-at-arms. Though in the end, what we are aiming to do is to get that guard off of that highwayman, so that we can deal with them, as opposed to something with 25% protection. If they lose the damage dealer, well, then we'll be in the clear. If they don't lose the damage dealer, then we might actually be in for a beating here. But if we took care of the boss, we can take care of this. Might as well put Reynold on stress relief duty now. So we can mostly handle what there is to be handled in terms of damage output.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Missed. Well, this may take a moment. If it does, I apologize. But we have won this fight, that much I can be sure of. Now that I've said it out loud, watch me completely butcher the entire party. Watch me, I'll do it. Now that I've said that, it's not going to happen. You know, reverse jinxing, it works, yes? Oops, sort of misclicked on that one. Oh well.
A singular strike.
Never punished. And might as well
wounds of
heal
war
this
can be
guy since
healed,
most of his damage is bleeding
never
nonetheless. And heal yourself. Now it's close to dead. Might as well bandage Reynold a bit since he's going to be healing himself again with the inspiring cry. And now finishing the job. Highwayman, collected or not, is
Vigor
finished.
is restored.
A single
These
puzzling
nightmarish creatures can be
trapezohedron
felled.
is
They can
more
be
valuable
beaten.
than a stack of gold, that much I know. Well, that was a tall order. How long until we run into a Shambhala then? After which corn is that being staring at us.
Curious is the trap maker's art.
Well,
His
Lily,
efficacy unwitnessed
you have
by his
become
own eyes.
rapturous. Yes, yes, blessed are the worthy, I know. We have not needed any food, so we are not going to be looking into that. We'll probably have a camp after this fight, but we'll see. Not interested in that either. And this
Nature
is the
herself.
shovel.
A victim to the spreading corruption.
Again, we forgot to bring our
missing
own,
tent.
so that's the only one we had. Yeah, we'll probably camp after this fight, so no need to burn more torches. We even surprised them, always lucky. Right, so you hurt yourself. Very neat. Let's take care of the stress dealers here first, since the enemies have no way of marking us. And while we're at it, we could raise illumination levels through our skills. So that if the moment happens about, that we choose to continue afterwards, we are not completely screwed by the light levels. Now there is a way for them to mark. Stressful incantation marks. Well, then it was a solid decision to be taking care of those people first. Is anyone missing HP? No. Well, you are, so you'll be doing redeem nonetheless. And you are going to be rended.
As life ebbs,
Don't you dare die.
terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Let's go for this stun here. There's a chance we could have also just completely blocked off the chance of him dying, but... Oh, so you don't want to be healed then? Whatever, it is your decision. If you die, it is a setback for the whole of this adventure, but however you desire. Help yourself, if nothing else. It's getting an awful lot of stress, I'll have to say. Let's try to stun this guy. No such luck. Well, let's take the main stress dealer out at the very least. And now they'll be rending him for some time more.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Need to get him off death's door every time. Cannot give them the chance
Perched
to
at the very
finish him.
precipice of oblivion.
So he always takes stress and he's going to lose himself to a heart attack at this rate. More healing. Lots of healing. All the healing. Right, stun, stun. Excellent. No death's door, no stress from that this time about. Okay, so no healing from our sniper on this round. A good heal from the Vestal. Alright. Not even close, no. We'll have to heal that stress because this stun is too unreliable, I think. Not from the archer this time either, alright. Well, you heal the Crusader then. A good heal, but unfortunately not very useful. Take the beating like a man. There we go. The mark will expire in just a moment. And don't beat your own party, you fool. Well, at least that gives your target to heal. And you are not marked any longer, so we can actually, from damage control, turn to finishing off this
Compassion
battle.
is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh, groping swipe does blight now. Interesting, interesting. Well, you are sufficiently far away from the worst things now, so 66. Stress heal yourself. Dead. Now let us move on to the front row person. Yep, he's gaining his damage back every move he makes.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And we need less stress on the party to make it through the rest of this thing.
Masterfully executed.
Yes. Target is dead. May focus on healing.
A death by inches.
A Hellion. We can have that. Max HP, less stun resistance. Maybe. Gold, no need. Sapphire, no need. We have enough money as it is. So yes, this is a good location to be camping, in which case I should have camped first and then taken some of
A
those
spark
things.
without kindling is a goal without hope.
But here we go. You had plus stress, heal, and oh, I was not aiming to do that. Well, not good. That was a thing completely uselessly spent. So yeah, let's pray. Pray is good. He didn't want the stress heal. Let's try to chant at him. Yes, that is good. That's good. That's good. More damage would be nice. Yeah, we'll do that. If we hadn't misclicked, we could have done Zealous Speech, which would have been quite swell, but no, we'll have to just restring a crossbow. And head on to a nighttime ambush. Let's have it. We've already won all the die rolls.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh well. Less loot, more life. Well, tell me what you find. Nothing. Not as much. 5 torches. And the story of the forgotten shovel strikes again. Through we go.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Well, this eats anti-venom, so let's give it that. A nice find indeed. Next, this is bandages, we don't have any. Hunger we can deal with. We have 2 more torches. And the first selection of rooms. Let's take the real threats out of the fight first. Them being the back rows here. We have got to make sure that our flagellant does not die of stress. It's not going to be a thing this fight around, but it might well be one in the one coming right after. And since we don't really expect to be having much success with that for now, and our focus is elsewhere, we could just raise the illumination levels. Running low on torches and all. Target slain. As they'll already bleed, we'll get the Fusilier into flagellant range. Though we can try to get them with a sniper shot. Well, that worked out. Now we should be aiming to keep the stress levels handle. Okay, no. That was mean. Don't do that. He's a crusader, he knows what the light wants of him. See, the enemies are punishing you now. So if you would stop stressing out your friends, that would be swell.
A decisive pummeling.
That was a good chunk of HP there.
Soothed. Sedated.
Let's go for it. And there they are.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Can't carry this. Oh well. There goes Onyx. Quest is complete, but we can go for a little while longer. What with the torches and all. Who knows what we might find here? Measly 25 gold for absolutely free. Well, it cost us some food, but food is never that valuable. And after this room we have one more, but one room more. An empty room at that, so this sack, which is empty, shall mark the end of our
Paths
quest.
and roads bring soldiers and supplies.
Our nearly
them arrive on
hour-long trek. At least it feels like it. Now I know that I usually aim to have 2 missions, but... no. I'm not up for another after that slog. Sorry about that,
A
but...
fever of willful determination sweeps through the barracks.
Sorry about that, that's just not that I'm really looking forward to going on another after this, and it also should keep the episode length more bearable. So next time we'll have 15% more virtue charms on our mission. And everything will be just fine. Let's see here, the boss will give us a focus ring. And that is our mark to head for the Southern Crew. As I was saying, that'll be handled next week when we shall delve even deeper to the Cove's salt-filled caves.